I will never get over them picking my child up out of that thing and loading her in there, and I didn't even know that was her.
Sandra Sharman is still reeling from the pain of losing her daughter, Michaela. Last October, Michaela's burned body was found along this Antioch trail. 2 men were arrested in connection with the crime. They were facing charges of arson and mutilating a corpse. But that's no longer the case after the Contra Costa County District Attorney dismissed all charges, saying the case was now in doubt because it involved Antioch police officers connected to the department's racist text messaging scandal. That scandal involves racist and homophobic texts traded between officers, in some cases bragging about assaulting suspects. Today, the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Office confirmed that the 2 suspects are no longer in custody.
It's unexplainable. Who would do something like this? And this is the way it is.
My sympathies are absolutely with the family.
Annie Esposito is the Assistant District Attorney for Contra Costa County. She says they're currently reviewing pending court cases and say that review involves more than just looking at the individual actions of each officer in each case.
It is looking at the totality of together what influence and overall the influence of all the department that was involved in this case.
Michaela's sister, Nicole, is also sad and angry that the prosecution of 2 men tied to her sister's death is now being vacated because of the police scandal.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha. This episode talk about a young lady that overdosed off some fentanyl in California. After overdosing, I don't know how the police was called to the scene, but they arrived to the scene, and instead of taking her to the doctor's or the coroner's office so they could pronounce the woman dead, the police took and dumped her body in a garbage can and set it on fire. Now, watch the news brief from NBC. You had these fucking scumbag ass district attorney saying that they couldn't prosecute because they didn't have all the information. I don't know what more information you need. I don't know how they came to the conclusion that the officers actually threw it in the garbage and set it on fire. But another, I guess, police precinct that solved the crime was caught up in a scandal sending racist text messages. I guess one of the detectives that solved it, the case of her being thrown in the garbage can set on fire, was actually involved in a scandal of the precinct sending racist text messages and shit talking about how they want to shoot, I guess, black folks with, they want to give the black people in the neighborhood the 40, which I guess the 40 was shooting them with lethal beanbag cartridges from shotguns and shit. So, among other racist shit that they said, I couldn't really find them. I couldn't also find the picture of the motherfucking cops that dumped her in the garbage. So I don't know if they was Mexican or they was black or they was white. The names sound Mexican. I think one of them name was Angelo Molotova or some shit like that. So, it sound Hispanic. Yeah, and the district attorney is some Asian motherfucker. Everybody talking about this stop Asian hate. These Asian motherfuckers be in positions of power, don't be trying to aggressively solve a crime. I'm assuming that these police officers probably chalked it up to that she was a drug addict, and instead of taking her to the hospital or the medical examiner's office, they threw her in the fucking garbage. I didn't know, when the fuck throwing people's body in a garbage can and setting on fucking fire was protocol. There's a lot of things I don't know. Maybe I'm out of the loop. The family did say that they was going to pursue other alternatives to get at this police precinct. I'm with them. If y'all come across this video, pass this shit around. I usually never do videos like this because they're too serious, and I cover cynical humor commentary, but I was going on Twitter and I seen this article and I figured I'd talk about it because it kind of bothered me. You know what I'm saying? That people in the world is doing this shit. Not only these motherfuckers getting away with shooting black people and choking them the fuck out on trains. Now these motherfuckers ain't even making a trip to take the body to the proper place. We pay taxes for these institutions like a medical examiner's office, the coroner's office, the hospital. We pay taxes for shit like that, not to be dumped in a fucking garbage can like trash and set on fire. I don't recall that being a public servant's duties. And it seems out of the ordinary. It seems unorthodox. So y'all make sure y'all pass this video around because they got to get some justice. I keep telling people, You know, with all the shit that happens to black people, the fact that we ain't shot this motherfucking country up is beyond me. In any event, if you like this episode, click the subscribe button, turn the notifications on, and as always, share on all social media platforms. And I'm out.
No one's ready to deal with us.